Want to know a secret? There's a really easy way to change your perspective and become really so much happier. And it's as simple as gratitude. Gratitude is said to be second only to love as the highest vibrational level, I guess, for lack of better words to say it. In any case, it's a very life-changing experience when you learn to practice gratitude every single day. And there's this story I read. This has been my lecture to my children and to my residents. I manage senior apartments, so I have 50 grandparents on a regular basis, which is wonderful. But as you know, when you get older, you start to lose a lot of people, and depression can be a real thing in the senior community. So this is a story that I tell them very frequently. I read it. It was just a little analogy, a little story with a real lesson. There were two friends, and one of them had an amazing husband. She was so happy. Her husband was wonderful. The other one, her husband was difficult. He never listened. He never picked up after himself. He was just a pain in the butt. And one day they're comparing notes as you do. The one's complaining and the other's trying to give her advice. And so the one says to her friend, she says, I don't understand how your husband is so perfect. I don't think he really is. I think you're just not paying attention. I challenge you to write down all of the things that your husband does wrong when you notice them. And I bet there's a lot more than you think there is. And so she took to task and she made her little list. And it was pretty long. So she showed her friend and she said, yeah, you're right. But I think there's a bigger lesson to learn here. She said, why don't you write down all of the wonderful things that your husband does? Anything positive that he does, write it down. And what they learned was, the lesson of the story is that what you focus on is what you get. That's what you're looking for is what you find. I've said that before. So if you're looking for all of the good that your husband does on a regular basis, you will learn to continue to do that. And it makes you more grateful for what you have. It makes you happier. So my very simple way to improve your mood and quality of life is to always look for the things to be grateful for. I know it sounds kind of hokey or crazy or silly to some, but one of the things my husband and I do every night before we go to sleep is to tell each other something we appreciate that the person has done that day, and something, a reason that we love each other. One of the reasons that I love you is blah, blah, blah. And we have found that when we started doing that, which has been probably close to 10 years now, that we've been doing that, and our relationship is so amazing because we do focus on the positive every single day, on what we love about each other. And sometimes we joke around and we go, I'm gonna forget it by tonight, can I just give you my appreciate now, can I give you my I love you now? And no, that's not the same. But we still make sure that we do one at night, but it does make us a little more cognizant of what is going on between us, and it reminds us to be grateful just because of that one little habit at night. And I'm not saying that that is your thing, maybe it's not, but being grateful in any capacity, in any context, whether it's at your job or whatever the case, it has a profound impact when you start to focus on the positive. And I wish that for all of you. So tell me in the comments something that you're grateful for as a starter. And don't forget to like, follow, share, repost, all of the things, like always. Thanks, guys.